we're going to places now, and I'm seeing places now emerge that are developing economies, but that have resources on the ground, primarily Wi-Fi, that is fast enough that digital nomads will be able to remember. Like, we don't need much, right? If you have Wi-Fi, we're there.
Exactly.
Sometimes you don't even need a roof over your head. You just need like a little like shack, and you're
Or a
fine. And that's
car
what
or
we were
like a
doing in
van.
South.
Yeah.
Hey, or a van life, hashtag van life. And
Great
so we were
stuff.
doing it in other parts of the world when they started having quality Wi-Fi. Now I see people doing it now in developing countries. Now, specifically, I think there's places that are a little bit ahead. They're not developing countries. They are just what we call Macronesia. So around, Madeira, Portugal, that southern tip of Europe, around Cape Verde, that western, northern side of Africa. You talk
Morocco,
about
I think you mentioned Morocco. I was really impressed by
Morocco.
Morocco. Yeah.
So that's what I would say is one number. It's like the number one area that is ripe for sort of expansion, and also to be for it to be done responsibly. Why? Because actually, most of these nations won't take bribes. They won't take shortcuts. They have citizens they have to protect. Their citizens come first, and
Yeah.
they're going to think everyone who's coming, who's using a digital nomad visa, they're going to be there for a temporary time, 3 months, 6 months, 3 to 6 months maximum. And so they're thinking, how do we take care of these people and get benefit and do a fair trade? And so I think that's why these areas, compared to Southeast Asia, will have a little bit of a better time. And I think that they're more prepared in terms of infrastructure, because those infrastructures have already been built, and it was
Yeah.
built a little bit more responsibly. European architecture tends to follow the historical way of building squares and more optimized ways of living, which is also another reason I think these areas are going to do well.
Absolutely,
That's
and they,
number
they can
one.
also learn from the overpopulation with nomads of Asia, or the mistakes
Exactly.
that Indonesia has done with the nomads over there.
Exactly. So I see kind of those islands, the Madeira, or Azores Islands, the Canary Islands, Morocco. Those are the ones that can do it faster. Now, you know who I think has and so they'll grow a little bit, and I think they have good potential. But the areas that I see more potential, is a group of kind of countries that are I would say, kind of southern Eastern Europe, that are, let's say, Balkans, areas
Balkans,
that were decimated in Europe by war, by local sort of civil wars and things like that, where the reason they had issues was not because colonization or anything like that. It was like they were just fighting each other so much that it ruined their society, and so they've had to build up. And so I see areas right now. I'll tell everybody, I didn't say follow me there, but these are the areas that I'm looking at that I think have really big potential. I think Albania, I've seen a recent event that happened there, and I see people going to Albania. I see places like Bulgaria. Bansko already has a strong community of digital nomad families. And I see
absolutely.
places like Montenegro, which is like, has beaches that I had no idea had beaches, and beautiful beaches. And now